Just could I say that you will celebrate the 25th anniversary of the founding of Intertrade Ireland this year. There's a lot to be celebrated, and I think you should put that clear message out there about what has been achieved despite the international challenges in regard to recessions, pandemics, and all of that. And also against the backdrop of the North-South Ministerial Council not being able to function fully since 2016 because of the institutions not meeting in Stormont with the Assembly and the Executive. We know the knock-on effect, particularly for all Ireland implementation bodies as well. So I think we have a lot to celebrate with the success of Intertrade Ireland, and I would hope that the message would be put out to the general public that the all-Ireland economy is being built, is being strengthened, despite what politicians in other jurisdictions would try to say. You mentioned as well that trade has risen above the levels to be expected between two neighbouring economies of this size. I think that demonstrates very clearly that not alone are we neighbouring economies, but we're interdependent economies, very much so. I think there's a great message to send out there. Again, IBEC were with us and some other business representative groups, and they put out the message as well, similarly. And I think it's important from the point of view of showing what can be achieved without people waving flags or talking ideology, people getting on with doing the business and providing jobs, and the necessary supports being put in place by governments as well. I think it's a great message, so it is. Could I just ask, you constantly do good research on cross-border trade. Is there sufficient data available on cross-border trade? Do other statutory agencies, North and South, need to do more research in that area, identify the gaps and identify the potential for development as well? Are you satisfied that you're getting enough interaction from the smaller enterprises rather than the medium-sized enterprises? You know, are the smaller enterprises, the start-up enterprises, are they engaging enough with you? And also, are you getting enough interaction and do you see enough economic activity from the point of view of the service you do, say in the less developed parts of the border economy in particular? We all know that the Dublin-Belfast line will surge ahead economically, so it will, the two largest urban centres. I'm thinking of the central border area, Cavan, Monaghan, Fermanagh, Tyrone, Armagh. Those areas need a particular focus. Do you see emerging enterprise developments that would give you hope for the further and necessary economic development and regeneration in that area?
Yeah, apologies. Absolutely. I mean, we've got a strong focus on the SME base and particularly the small and micro companies, and you know, a lot of our support is focused on providing those sort of companies with the advice and practical support that smaller businesses typically need. So there has been a great uptake of our supports right across the business base, but in particular with smaller businesses, albeit, you know, that we need to message really clearly to them and ensure that we get the outreach to encourage them to kind of step forward and participate. And in some cases with the smaller businesses, we need to maybe promote to them the benefits of why exporting or indeed innovating is really important to them, to enable them to grow and achieve the potential that they can. As regards your second question in terms of the uptake, you know, we're very pleased that I mentioned the fact that we have supported businesses across all the counties, and clearly to some degree because of the concentration of businesses there will be, you know, concentrations in Dublin and Belfast and others, but we've a very strong regional representation and really strong examples of businesses right across the country, across all regions of the country, taking advantage of the supports that we provide, you know, whether they're based in Cork or indeed the Midlands. There's great examples with collaboration between some of the businesses and companies taking advantage of some of the supports that we have, such as our Acumen programme, which enables them to actually get a dedicated salesperson in the cross-border market to really open doors, find contacts, source suppliers and drive business growth. So yes is the short answer to your question. It is a focus. We work hard to ensure that a regional presence is there, and you know, we're proposing to do some more in-market events in this next year, which I think is important in our 25th anniversary year, to really get our message down to the grassroots level of small businesses right across the country.